Let's talk about the very real presence of artificial intelligence in China. I'm joined from New York by Scott Schober. He's president and CEO of Berkeley Varitronics Systems, a wireless telecommunications design and consulting firm. Scott, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
So China has hosted at least 3 conferences on artificial intelligence just this month. Why is there so much interest and development in AI?
Well, AI is the future. That is really clear when they're focusing this much effort on R&D, when they're having conference after conference, as mentioned there. You can see there's a huge push, especially if you look what happened last year with artificial intelligence. We think back to the game Go, which is a strategy game that was developed 2,500 years ago and very, very popular. And when DeepMind, Google's company, beat the master at Go, with artificial intelligence, it got a lot of attention, especially in Asia. And therefore, they see this is the future, and there's so many different verticals that artificial intelligence can be applied that will allow many, many companies to truly monetize. The Tencent, the Baidu, the Alibaba, as was mentioned earlier. They realize this is the future, and they have to invest heavily right now so they can truly capitalize on it, and they are.
A moment ago, I mentioned that everyone from Chinese Premier League Chang on down view AI as part of an important part of development. But how important is it really? And is there the risk that AI will lead to job losses?
Well, there is. There certainly will be job losses, but one could argue that the converse too. There will be certainly jobs created, but the jobs created will be a little bit differently. More likely, more technical jobs that are in parallel with the development of AI. But there's going to be some tremendous benefits applied to AI, and that's really from learning from experience. And that's the big difference there. It's the knowledge, it's this big data, applying it and learning from it, where it's not just making a logical decision, but it's looking at the bigger picture and making decisions similar to our minds and the neural networks making decisions. It's really mimicking what our human brain does. And that's truly exciting, and that could be a lot more productive, and it could be used for good things too. Think of the healthcare sector. If we think about just the number of people that die every year globally from cancer, it's about 7.6 million people. Now imagine applying artificial intelligence there so you could diagnose a patient that has cancer much faster. Treatment could be applied much faster, and early diagnosis could save millions of lives. So there's a really practical use, and it may put some doctors out of jobs, but it'll allow computing power to analyze and look over this research to make important decisions much quicker, saving lives.
You know, we've seen a lot of applications of AI from smart home technology to smartphone technology. Where do you think it's likely to grow the most?
Well, I'm pretty excited about autonomous vehicles. We hear a lot of talk about that, and think about it for a moment. Cars have been around for 100+ years. They're exciting, we all drive them, but humans are actually not so good at driving cars. We crash a lot. 1.3 million people die every year in automobile crashes. That's astounding that there's that many crashes and deaths when you think about all the safety products that are in vehicles. Now imagine artificial intelligence, this learning from experience behavior to make driving safe, where you could eliminate those people that die each and every year. That's a great use for technology that many of us just aren't thinking about, but it's being done right now.
Get rid of some road rage out there. Scott Schober in New York, thanks for joining us.